welcome back to another episode of Union Made and Uncensored. I'm Tim.
Hey, and I'm Mike. I'm new around here.
This is Terry.
I'm Mike.
This is Brian.
And the one and only Big Dick Anthony coming at you.
Lies. That's all lies.
His wife looks at him and says, that won't hurt.
He just wanted to fucking say it again.
All right. So, hey, let's start off. We'll introduce the two Mikes. Big Mike and Little Mike. We got them both with us now. You guys chime in and tell the world who the fuck yous are.
I don't know how I got here, but Mike with Local 18, Tile Marble and Terrazzo. It's a pleasure being here.
I'm Mike with Bricklayers Local 1. Been a bricklayer for closing in on 38 years now.
Sweaty balls.
I also want to bring up that I love men. Dang, Mike. That was a little personal on that one, didn't you, Mike?
Mike, he attacked you.
What are you going to do about it, the other Mike?
I'm not even here, man.
Well, this is off to a rip-roaring fucking start here. So let's jump right into it. We represent everyone in the union world. We represent all minorities, women, people of color. We don't discriminate, and we are all a major part of the union labor movement. What's your opinions?
It pretty much, it doesn't matter what you look like, who you are, or your ethnic. I can't even say it.
Here we go.
Say it.
Tim,
Tim.
Tim for
Ethnic is what
$500.
you're looking for.
Tim
Ethnic.
Tim for five.
Ethnic. What the fuck is that?
for $5.
And you are
$5. Tim and Mike. Who can spell ethnicity
Here we go.
first?
It's a spell off. Here you go.
Okay, so, anyways, it doesn't really matter. Everybody has the
try it
equal
again.
opportunity to do anything they want, really, get into any of the trades, the local labor unions around here.
Fake it till you make it.
That was good. Let's talk about our female counterparts. Today we look around the trades and we've got, the numbers have went crazy. We've got so many more females joining the building trades today. It's great to see, even in our trades, whether you're a tile setter or a bricklayer,
Tuck pointer.
tuck pointer,
Terrazzo worker.
terrazzo work. We've
Top
got
installer.
the female numbers are growing, and that's great to see. But one of the things that the ladies that they've put together and has grown dramatically has been Trade Women Build Nations. So what?
No, it's been huge.
Hey, let's remember to anybody wanting to get into a trade or any line of work, the most important ability is availability. If you can't show up every day and be there for the contractor that's employing you, that's going to be the problem. I think our success in recruiting on the female side has been we have some very dependable members that happen to be female members, but they're dependable. They're there every day doing the work every day. Contractors love them for that, and their coworkers admire them and think they're awesome too.
Yeah, definitely, Mike. I mean, that's they're doing the same work we're doing, right? Commanding the same wage. We look around at some of our women friends, Rain and Sam and Elizabeth and
Tony.
Yeah, Tony. We've got a good group, and then the numbers are growing. It's great to see them in there. So, I think the most important thing for all of us is all of us here, seasoned people within the trades, is welcoming anyone into the trades with open arms.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony was successful at it, so maybe that set the bar, brother.
Okay, so this is going to be Mike's first and last episode. It's been really good. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
My agent will be called.
And Tim found an app on his phone that makes sound, so everybody's going to have a lovely episode too as well. But yeah, going back to the women in the trade, especially with the handful that we have for Local 18, it's just amazing how they can actually compete overwhelmingly against these men and do better than them. A lot of people think that since you're a woman, you can't do it, blah, 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 but that's actually not the case. We've got plenty of them that we have to. Go ahead. Say it.
Now, you're 100% right, Anthony. I mean, we've had women that have went and competed in some of the skills challenges. You know what I mean, on the national level, and they've done a great job. A woman could do anything that a man could do in the trades. Doesn't matter, carpenter, bricklayer, tile setter, whoever. We know a lot of them. So it wasn't that long ago, a couple weeks ago, we had an opportunity to go and work with the group here in St. Louis and put on a little hands-on learning experience for some of the ladies as far as bricklaying goes. We got to go build a big flower box, and that was a great experience.
Yeah, a bunch of them got to lay a few brick. They enjoyed it and seemed like they had a good time. And one of them's actually going to come in and try to be a bricklayer.
And I'm not trying to start anything, Mike, but word on the street was they were doing a lot better than what you were doing with all these years of expertise you have underneath your belt.
Well, that's kind of funny. Where was you that day?
Oh,
I was doing important things.
I feel like I'm in the middle. I'm getting hit by shit.
I was doing important things.
Hey, shit's
He was
flying.
getting some stuff signed, I thought.
He wasn't paying attention to what he said there.
Was that? Oh, that was the day you had your testicle thing
Which day?
the test?
when they worked on your bag.
No, but my bag was getting worked that day.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
okay.
Wow.
All right.
Try
I can say
classes
that.
show up a little bit, and this is all right.
At the end of the day, minorities all around, union and non-union, us as union members, all the stuff we stand up for to fight for, it helps the non-union also, you know, at the end of the day. So,
It helps anybody and everybody around, whether they're, like you said, in a union trade or not. If they work at a gas station, they work anywhere around here. It helps everybody all together.
at the end of the day, we work hard, and we all should be able to go home safe to our families. So a lot of stuff we stand up for safety and stuff like that is a great deal. And OSHA is one of the options that helps us push through it too.
Yeah, I mean we've got a lot that protects us on the job site, on the unionized side. Unionized.
Yes.
The non-union workforce, I don't think any of us want to speak on their behalf, but you know, I think any study would show, based on fines, accidents, we know what right to work states look like, their death rate numbers on job sites and such. So I think the most important thing right now is just the trades today are a lot more welcoming to anyone, and therefore we see everyone from all walks of life coming and participating and taking part and starting careers in the trades. But, you know, obviously we all want them to come on the union side, right? I mean,
100%. 100%. Well, at the same time, they're blows my mind sometimes is they might make $1 more an hour, but they have no benefits. And to me, it's like it's hard to watch. You see somebody, they're all fine when they're young and they're healthy. When they start having families and they got one sick kid or they get hurt, you know, it really puts a hurting on them, and they kind of come to the realization, but sometimes it's too late. You know, they already had the damage has been done.
And for some of the women that are listening that are not part of the union, the union has benefits.
Maternity.
Maternity benefits.
Maternity leave.
Yep.
I
How
mean,
many weeks? That's pretty long
Yeah,
time.
kinder care.
Yeah, kinder care,
for
that's a
men
huge
and
one.
women,
That's a
pretty
big
much-
one.
yeah, 10% discount.
Yeah. You know, there's a mountain of things that come with it.
Well, it's like I was talking with one non-union contractor, and he was a former member, and he's like 66 years old. And he even made the comment, he really screwed up about 20 years ago when he went into business, because right now he doesn't have any real retirement. He even said, he goes, I'm probably going to have to work until I can get disability. That's pretty sad that you got to work until you destroy your body to the point that you can't actually work anymore.
Or live.
Well, let's be
Or
honest
do
with you.
anything.
Let's be honest with each other. We see that a lot. We see it a lot in the non-union world. We see a lot of guys that are in their mid to late 60s, and they all say the same thing. Like, yeah, I messed up. You know, I
wish
made a
I
bad
would've.
mistake. But at the same time, these younger guys, that are sitting on the same job site as them, they need to pay attention and see that this guy is saying it for not saying it for just no reason. He's saying it because he's going to literally work until he cannot work anymore.
How many places have you been that you've had somebody that's an older gentleman that says, "I wish I would have," and then there's a young guy or two on the job, and they're like, "Listen to him, kid.
Oh,
I
100%.
didn't listen, but you need to listen to them. and
100%.
really listen to everything
Yeah,
they have to offer."
I think it's important though too that we've all got to recognize that we don't want this to sound like a non-union bashing
Yeah.
session, because there are reputable non-union employers out there in the trades, right? There's some out there that do really good work and they treat their people decent, but that's a very, very, very small population, very small number. The unionized side, doesn't matter man or woman, doesn't matter what walk of life you come from. Everyone's working for the same benefit package, same wage, same protections on the job site. And, like Terry said, you're working towards a goal, right? Which is
100%.
collecting our pensions when we
100%.
retire. Mike,
110%.
like we talked about on an earlier podcast, we established the fact that Timmy's the wealthiest one at the table. Now, I want to,
No,
listen.
with the pension.
We
pension.
we got
three of them.
Yeah, but we got to clear something up though, because this was mentioned prior that Timmy may have a little issue.
Oh, I didn't know where we were going with this.
Well, but I want to try. But I want everyone to know that due to your union benefits, you've gotten it corrected, right? I mean, are we not supposed to say it?
You're talking about the old insurance benefit,
Yeah,
huh?
you know what we're talking about.
Okay.
This is all made up.
Hey, we've had
Factual.
You can ask my wife.
we've had guys
What
we've had,
wife?
we've had local 18 guys come down here to check on their insurance as they get out, and switch over to Medicare and Medicaid. And the smile on their face, and you ask them, hey, retirement's that great. And they've all said the same thing. They said, son of a bitch, I'm making more money now retired than I was working 40 hours. And it's a life-changing event to them. One of them's bought season tickets to Mizzou football and basketball. That you see them, they can buy new vehicles. They're actually receiving a pay raise over the fantastic wages we already have. They're seeing a pay raise on their retirement. That's phenomenal. It's what it's all about, man.
I'd say that's what we all work for, where we can retire with dignity and get to do the things that we want to do and continue our lives without having to sacrifice other stuff, because we do have those 3 pensions.
And help raise our grandkids and see them.
And that's going to be more and more of a problem if Americans keep voting for the people we vote for, because we know there's a certain party that's going to want to push Medicaid, Medicare eligibility up into our 70s, right? Can't draw Social Security until you're like 105 years old, and they hope that you die first.
Fuck, Mike, that's reality right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's reality right now. Every one of us are waking up to it every day. And that's not going to be, even though we're in the private sector, our fucking insurance rates are going to go, they're going to skyrocket, right?
Keep on going up.
Everybody's is.
Every year.
I mean, what was the national average last year? 6%?
Yep.
What do you guys think it's going to go to this year?
If it ain't 10%, it'd be
Yeah.
really hard to watch.
10%, yeah. I
It's
think
gonna
that's
go up
on the
quite a bit.
low
Yeah.
side. But, something too, I think it's important to talk about is a little financial education, because you do have an opportunity to make a great wage, great benefits, 3 different pensions, a lot of good things to work towards, right, in the unionized industries. But with that, there does need to be a level of financial education. You've got to understand planning for the days off, planning for moments whenever there might be an injury, planning for your retirement. And that's something that, not just bricklayers, not just tile setters. I think all trades, I think everybody's a little lax on that as far as the young people coming into the trades. We need to do a better job promoting financial education.
wonder if
I
that's
don't
almost-
think they're going to get that though, because we have. You talk to business agents in any trade, and we have people that are journeymen now that started their apprenticeship 7 years ago, and they've never missed work. I mean, we have been in unprecedented
Yeah.
record
No, that's
times in the
definitely-
construction trades here in St. Louis, Missouri, where we have people in the apprenticeship that have never missed time. People that have gone through the apprenticeship,
There's
they've
guys that have been
journeyed
there for
out and
10
they've
years.
never missed time. They've never missed time.
10, 12 years has been
Yeah,
like
there's been
that.
guys with 10 years and never missed a
Yeah,
lick,
that-
you know, and they never seen a hard time yet.
Right,
They've
and
never
it's
seen a
coming.
normal winter.
And I think we should all say right here, loud and clear, it's coming.
Yeah, and if you go all the way back, back to 2007 through
What
2012,
about 1979, Mike?
I wasn't quite a bricklayer at that time yet.
But he had hair.
Yeah.
You were
Yes,
working
he
in.
did.
You were working in the field.
Yes, he
honest-
did.
But he
honest
had-
truth.
Yeah, in '79, my dad was working, and
Foxes
I
don't
was
dig
actually
union or dig child labor laws. But go ahead.
I was working in the yard of a brick contractor, and yeah, it was bad then.
07, 08, 09. I mean,
07, 08, 09. That's in everybody's life
Yeah, but the-
lifetime.
there was a year I think I had 7 W-2s.
Well, I
In
mean, there,
08.
Mike. That might, yeah,
From
Mike,
bouncing from
That might be
contractor
different
to contractor.
Mike,
reasons.
is
No,
that
because-
skill level or is that
Your attitude,
okay,
your mouth,
Mike.
your-
Mouth.
Come on.
No,
now.
what? Hey, really, what I was trying to get to
Trusty.
though was with
I
Mike
know
is
they kept me.
Mike has seen more of the downturns than any of us have. Just simply based on age and length of his years of service and all that shit. He's seen more of it. That's why I kind of would refer to Mike. We've all went through the 07, 08, 09. And for me, growing up in it with my dad, my family, the early 80s, 80, 82 was bad. But Mike, Mike was there. Mike experienced it. So it's,
I know in 18 there were times during those years where almost half of our membership was out of work.
Yeah, back in the late '70s, I kind of remember my dad going back and forth, and then actually in the late '80s, early '90s, kind of like what Mike was talking about, getting 7 W-2s. He tried to bounce around. He did whatever. There during the rough time, 2007 through 2012. And there was a couple weeks when I wasn't working. I actually went out and scrapped steel trying to survive. But it goes back to I always had insurance coverage for my family thanks to the union.
I don't think that Tony here was even born in them years that you're talking.
Well, I'm a little bit older than
Then your
Anthony
son-
and
92.
Then you're-
92, motherfuckers, 92.
But Anthony is a little taller though, Mike.
I got out of the Marine Corps in 1992.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike. Hey, wait a minute. Well, Mike, give us a story. Yeah, come on. Give us
No.
give us a story. We've already heard
If
of
you're
Mike. I could tell
17
him for
if
you.
you're 17 or 18 years old and you think you know everything, so if you're 17 or 18 years old, full stop.
What about the hooker overseas that took your wallet?
No.
Was
Wrong-
that not
wrong
overseas?
person.
Was that here?
No, that
That
was in
wasn't
East
me.
St. Louis.
That was wrong person.
Wrong person.
Wasn't me either. I never been overseas. So I don't know what you're talking about. Don't look at me.
No. Wasn't me.
No.
No. I lost a wallet.
I think that
I
was
did
the guy
lose a
that
wallet.
Just retired.
I did
Remember
lose a
that?
wallet
That
in
was the guy that
Cancun,
retired.
Mexico.
You lost it or you got pickpocketed?
No, I think we lost it. Thank God it's not today with the travel restrictions. This was probably 95 that happened.
No, you'd be
I
fucked
was,
today.
I was,
Imagine
I was
trying
3 years old, but go ahead.
You'd be in Guantanamo Bay eating cock meat sandwiches.
That's a Marine Corps base, by the way. Is that what? Guantanamo Bay, yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever work in there?
No, I was never there. No, Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, the armpit of America. It's a wonderful, wonderful town. It really is.
How was the economy there?
You sound like the armpit of America.
Yeah, strip clubs and strip clubs.
Hey, how was the economy there in
That
North
is
Carolina?
The least union.
The least unionized state in the United States.
Hey,
Believe that?
Jacksonville, North Carolina. It's a military town. I mean, they have pawn shops and strip clubs.
Well, hey, wasn't it like
Yeah, it was
two
number one.
2.4% or something like that? Wasn't it?
Hey, and it's on the coast. It's on the East Coast. So you're hour from Myrtle Beach.
Did you ever go to Emerald Island?
Yeah, Emerald Isle.
Oh,
it's not
beautiful.
island. It's
Isle.
called Emerald
Yeah, you
Isle.
go over that
Yeah.
big bridge.
Wilmington.
Yeah. So my wife, she grew up there in Wilmington. Yeah. So, yeah, I won't say anything.
I'll never go back. It was
a
that
great
good.
time, huh?
It was that good. I'll never go back. No, it's a military town. I mean, that's like I said. It has pawn shops, car dealerships for guys to buy. Well, in today's money, what $60,000 vehicles at 12%, 17% interest that they can't afford. So that's what their whole paycheck goes to. Oh, they don't get paychecks right now. Thank you, Donald Trump. And that would blow your mind too if anybody knew about on the SNAP benefit side and the military side how many military families, especially young enlisted guys, probably E4 and below for sure, probably E5 and below, if they're military, married, and they have kids, you can almost guarantee that they're going to qualify for a SNAP benefit because you don't make a whole lot of money, and those families are struggling right now. Not only or do they not have the SNAP benefit, but they're not getting a paycheck either. So if you want to put some pressure on our elected officials, that's one thing you should keep in mind, that your military folks are not getting a paycheck, and if they qualify for SNAP benefits, that they have nothing coming in. So those fine folks are struggling.
Yeah. Speaking of the political stuff, Mike, I mean, I think it's important. I think we might have mentioned this before, but there's a misconception out there that if you belong to a union or you attempt to join a union, whatever it may be in, that the union's going to tell you how to vote. They're going to tell you how to vote.
Well, I think we talked about this a little last night at a local 18's union meeting, and it's something that every union member, if you don't know, will tell you. And if you're not a union guy and you're screaming and yelling at your union buddies, the union's taking your money and telling you to vote for this guy, that guy. We do not spend union dues. We cannot, not only do we not, we cannot spend your union dues, Mr. and Miss Union member. We can't spend your union due money on politicians or political causes.
Terry, PAC Fund, real quick, because you take care of it for this district council. What's PAC stand for?
Political Action Committee, Terry. I'll help
Bail
you
them out, Mike.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Mike.
Lifeline.
Appreciate that.
Lifeline.
Appreciate
Hey,
that.
guys.
I love it.
Hey, but that's the money that we give to politicians and political causes is out of our PAC fund, Political Action Committee fund. That is
No
money.
federal races.
Correct.
No federal
federal
races.
races.
But wait a minute, though. On the state level, we give money to who? We give money to
Pro-labor
politicians.
candidates.
Pro-labor.
Period.
Pro-labor.
It could be
It doesn't have to
board,
be a
it
D
could
or an
be a
R.
school board. It could go up to anything. I mean,
That's right, and that's what we say at union meetings. That's extremely important for everybody to understand, that when someone says the union's going to tell you how to vote, they're going to tell you how to vote. You know what? We're going to tell you what we think is the best choice whenever you cast your vote
for our paycheck, for the paycheck.
for your fucking paycheck, and it's going to be a pro-labor candidate, regardless if it's a Democrat or Republican. We endorse just as many Republicans as we do Democrats. So that horseshit of everybody going, they're extreme left, they're this, they're that, they're crazy. Hey, look, we represent one thing, and that's what's best for our way of living and what supports our families, and that's our paychecks and our fucking benefits.
Right.
We're not interested if you're gay, straight. We don't care.
LGBTQ,
We
pro-gun,
we don't.
pro-life.
To each his own. We respect everybody's wishes as to what it may be. But when we talk about politics, and everybody that's involved in this podcast, we're all officers of our union. And it's important for anybody listening to know that the misconception of people saying that we cram Democratic policy down people's throats is not true. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth. We represent, and the only thing that we're concentrating on is what's best for our wallets.
Well, if pro-labor candidates, if people don't know what we're looking for in those candidates, they're people that support PLAs. If for the uneducated, PLA is a project labor agreement that before the project is built, the owner of that project is going to come to the local unions and negotiate with us to make sure that their project is done. Guess what? 100% union. Okay? We want politicians that are against the phony right to work bullshit. We want politicians that support prevailing wages. If a politician checks those boxes, The other stuff is secondary and really doesn't matter. To Brian's point, their stance on LGBTQ, their stance on guns, their stance on so many other social issues. That's not what we're getting involved in. We're getting involved in politicians that are going to help our members make a paycheck and take care of their family.
Hey, Mike, whenever we have members that say, the Democrats are going to take our fucking guns, I love it because it tickles my insides. I always say, well, listen.
I heard Obama raided Mike's.
Yeah,
all
Obama was
Mike's
going to take
guns
her
when he first came in, didn't he?
But hold on.
All Mike's got left is a crossbow.
What they need to worry about, though, is their fucking paycheck, because if they vote against their paycheck, they're not going to be able to buy the ammunition to shoot the fucking guns. So what are they going to do, throw them at each other?
Well, I can tell you from my personal experience and all my years, everybody said that Clinton was going to take them. Clinton never took any of mine. I've always been a law-abiding citizen. Clinton never took
You missed out on a lot of fun there,
a
brother.
single thing of mine. And then they said, well, Obama's going to take them all. Well, you know what? Obama's never did anything to mine either, and never stopped me from picking anything up. Then they said Biden. Well, you know what? The only one that is
They say Biden forgot about it.
yeah. The only one that has ever put a stop to anything is actually the current president right now. He is the only one that has banned anything to do with the Second Amendment. And probably
He
about
doesn't know what the
60
Second Amendment
60
is,
years.
dude.
He banned bump stocks. That's what he did. But listen, you'll never hear us bog down on politics. We may talk about state politics.
He's lying. I will.
Well, yeah, that's true. But look, though, state politics are important. No matter where you're at, you need to concentrate on what's going
The
on in your
school board members
local
and your local
municipalities.
school board members, guys, are so important. We all belong to labor clubs. And
Huge.
these school board members that we support, or make sure that we're supporting school board members. That, guys, when you have a new school built, or the school that your kids go to has repairs on it, additions, whatever, water pipes break, needs new electric. We're trying to get school board members elected that are going to use union contractors to do that work. Those are the races we care about just as importantly as we do Senate races, state Senate races, and governorships.
So that's
and
where
stuff like
that's where people have got to quit focusing on all the ludicrous shit in D.C. and start paying attention to their local communities, their state politics. I mean, look, we've got a governor here in Missouri right now that's doing whatever the man in D.C. wants him to do, right? We talk about the redistricting. He's wanting him to do that, so he's going to do it, right?
And he came
But-
up a blue-collar guy
Yeah.
in Baden. My wife used to live up the street from him.
But
So-
then he finally got his underwear up his ass a little bit whenever the guy in D.C. said, we're going to buy beef from Argentina. Why'd he get pissed? Because our governor's got a 700-acre fucking cattle farm. And all of a sudden he was going to dip into his pockets. So he got a little butthurt and wound up. But look, you got to pay attention to state politics. Local municipalities, that's the stuff that matters. To Mike's point, we want to be the ones building these schools, building all these projects. When you vote the wrong people in these school boards and all shit, they're decision makers. You vote the wrong people in there, county councils, town councils, whatever it may be, they're making decisions on these buildings. And guess what? Terry brought this up, I think, on our first podcast. That's whenever you start seeing the out-of-state license plates on these projects. You have people coming from Texas, Oklahoma, wherever, building these projects in our community, making them those wages, and then when they leave, they're taking that money back to those communities. It's not being spent in our communities.
And it's not private money building our schools. It's our
it's
tax.
our
your
fucking
tax
money.
It's your tax
That's
money.
why I recommend to everybody reach out to your representative and see if your business agent, whatever, and just see a labor club that's in your area. He can give you the information, because that right there, going back to the school board and aldermen, councilmen, whatever, everybody that's running goes through a labor council because they're going to want some money. So they go there, you interview them, ask them the questions, and you yourself can see them right there through your own fucking eyes, see what kind of person they are.
And as we know, these school board races a lot of times come down to a couple dozen votes this way or that way. And if you become active as a union member, and if you're from Webster Groves, Kirkwood, Florissant, Peevely, it doesn't matter. If you get involved a little bit in that, and you find the pro-labor candidate and help them out, without giving a single dollar, you can help get them elected.
Well, the great thing about the labor clubs too is you get to meet all your local politicians that are running, because if they are labor friendly, put the union non-union out the window. Labor friendly candidates, they're going to show up to your labor clubs, and they're going to have an interview process. And you, as a labor club person, you have the ability to actually sit down and have the interview process with them. That's the great part about it. Is get to know the politicians, get to know them personally, see what they're really about, not they're just for show or not.
And if you come to that labor club meeting and you get to know your city council man or woman or blah, 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 and you have issues on your block, when you call him or her or send an email to him or her, they know who you are and they're going to take care. You're going to get answers. It's a win-win. It's a way for you to better your community by getting. Hell, these people want your money. They want your vote. If you get to know them, they're going to answer your questions because they're going to count on you.
It goes back to, it doesn't matter if you're union or non-union. If you go back and look at your W-2s that you made in the past, look at them versus what the politicians was at the time. And if they're a labor-friendly candidate in power at that time, that's going to be your highest earnings those years.
If you guys have someone that's not helping the working people out in your community, and listen, there's candidates everywhere, all over the United States and over Missouri that don't do their job right. As these labor clubs work, is that you can go in there and you guys could go out and go door to door like we do, and stand up for these people that you hope and know are going to change the community. They're going to change the way things are being done.
Well, I think we've beaten the political end of the spectrum here a little bit.
We're just getting warmed up.
We are. We are truly getting warmed up. I mean, we're going to discuss this as long as we're able to do this shit, because it's our job per se, not really our job. But we want to do our best to educate everybody in the importance of this shit.
Education.
But take a break from the seriousness here for a second. I want to take a minute, and Big Mike and Little Mike kind of want to. We're going to give you guys a little section here, and like Mike, you've got an English bulldog at home. I'd just like you to elaborate a little bit, because I always think that them English bulldog. Well, they slobber a lot, and don't they? Like they drag their balls across your pillows and
You
stuff.
gotta wipe their
Need
butt
toilet
for 'em.
paper.
You gotta wipe their ass for them.
Hey, they got sensitive skin, sensitive stomachs.
Short legs.
I don't like where this is going, but okay, they got sensitive skins and stomachs.
That's what this dude needs, man. Sensitive Mike.
No, it ain't sensitive mics, because I can tell you, I got the utmost respect for all the military forces out there, but the one picked the most sensitive dog as their mascot.
And that's why you own it.
Oh, Mike, that was a low fuck. Hey, Big Mike, he took a shot at you wide open. What kind of dogs you got? You got German Shepherds or
Shots fired
something?
across the bow.
Australian Shepherds.
They're Shepherds? I was close.
No, Aussies.
Let's hear about it.
Yeah.
What do you got, Mike?
They're smart. They're good. Just good dogs, man. They're smart. They're easy.
What's their names?
Blue and Jack.
I like that. That's man names.
I
Mike,
tell you
what's a
what,
bulldog's name?
Sergeant Hammer.
I just want to clarify, it's the wife's bulldog, and it's named Shiloh.
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 All right. You clarified that.
Hey.
Mama named him.
Yeah, Mike's had the dog long enough to think and play Hank Williams Jr. on the guitar now.
What's wrong with that?
All right.
Do you realize that this thing's coming out? It's gonna be the first Monday of rifle season.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, did we talk about deer season?
We
We
talked
did,
about a little
didn't
bit
we?
about a little bit.
You know, I got
we
pulled
ain't going-
over.
No, we
Last
talked about
year's
the turd in the collar.
Last
Oh,
year's
yeah,
season.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like it's gonna be. I mean, this season's gonna hit pretty good on the season. We're hoping that the rut's gonna be right. Still, the back end of it, the real crazy part, but it's gonna be nice.
Do you know anybody that does like the natural buck grunt call?
I do.
Yeah,
I know
I do.
somebody.
I knew someone does that when they just talk.
Fox, will you go ahead and show them the?
Any which way.
Left, right.
Everybody thinks I grunt when I talk, but apparently
I'm gonna start
even my
recording.
wife says she don't know what you guys are talking about.
Got
Maybe
$20.
I think
Terry's in
she-
the next couple Fridays.
I think she just silences you, bud. She just puts you off like.
She blocks his ass
She blocks
out.
him
Let's
bad.
be real.
Oh man, he just took a.
We got a couple of guys in here too that are part of a deer hunting club that they shoot and wound deer and then they beat the shit out of them with hammers and stuff.
Brings a hammer.
We don't.
What
No,
do
no,
you
no.
guys, what do you guys do to finally subdue the deer with after it's shot in the leg a time or two?
Put it in a fucking headlock and get that 2-inch pocket knife out and cut it.
A rock and a shirt.
No, where would you? I mean, that's
At
such
the end of the
lies.
day, you never want a deer to suffer. At the end of the day. You
Yeah,
don't want a deer to
we're
suffer.
humane.
But if you got to choke it out, you got to choke
You don't
it out.
choke
I
a
mean,
deer.
things-
Come on now.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You don't choke a deer.
yeah, choke something, but not a deer.
I don't like the way you said that.
Hold
It's
on.
all men in our deer camp. I don't like the way you said
There's
that.
like a.
He
I
looked
think
right
there-
at you, Terry.
I know. he
I
did.
think there's like
Winked his
a
eye.
disabled home for deer right by where these guys hunt. Man,
Man.
they poor deer, they got legs blown
Hey,
off.
listen, they're
and
wounded when they come by us, dude.
missing hooves and stuff.
We hunt in a very heavily hunted area. Okay, they come through. There's very few deer come through without a wound on them. You know what I mean?
None leave. Not wounded.
Do you guys remember?
They don't bring any home.
I'm gonna do the deflection. Do you remember the night we were at a union meeting and the guy had his nutsack out? It was a friend. It's a friend.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
friend
yeah,
of
yeah,
ours.
That happened.
It's a
I let
friend of
that
ours.
happen.
I remember, and somebody else had a helmet on.
Yep.
Well, the helmet's irrelevant.
that was Scoop Steve.
Scoop Steve.
Who had their fucking balls out?
Yeah.
I know.
Who?
Hey,
Well,
if you find a
Before
camera in
before
the
you and
woods,
I
We'll
were
call
in
him
here.
EMV.
If you-
EMV.
if
I'm
you
not
find a
saying that.
camera in the
Yeah.
woods, talk to the guys that show up first.
Oh, Frank. Frank Whitmire.
He said he was playing stupid.
That's
He was
Frank
go-
Whitmire's camera. Frank had his fucking camera taking pictures of deer on conservation ground.
Oh, he did.
That
Yeah.
ain't cool.
How do you? Is it still there?
No, the agent come and took it.
How do you know he's an agent?
He said he had a picture of it.
Is he going to hunt that same stand?
I don't know. I think it stands like 15 feet from where the camera was. So
Oh, he's in
the agent
trouble.
might be waiting on him.
He said he's going to let everybody else go up there for 2 days, and then he's going to show up.
Brother Whitmire's going to be in deep shit.
Yeah, because everybody's gonna roll on his ass.
No, we ain't gonna be nowhere near that motherfucker. That's the problem. No one's gonna be nowhere near that stand.
Let's
So,
be honest. We'll snitch.
You know what? Hold on a second.
Big
Hold on a
Frank.
second. I'm gonna call bull crap here because I've heard that there's a bunch of deer on the camera that he took pictures of, and now everybody's saying that they're not going to be anywhere near.
I'll promise you one thing, Mike. I'll never
They're
go
still
hunt
on
another
his
guy's
phone.
stand. I'll never hunt another guy's stand.
Unless you don't show up.
No, I
till
won't.
Thursday.
I will.
I won't. I won't. I never will.
Why?
I don't want you hunting my spot.
And nobody wants to get in your fucking spot with that
Well,
sex
it's-
swing.
Listen, my
Here-
spot.
here's a few of
nobody
us
likes it because it's
ethical
so far
hunters
back,
here.
okay? That's coming from a guy that didn't see a whole deer, not one deer.
I was sleeping.
Neither did the other guy with short legs either.
He was upside down. He was upside down in his deer stand waiting for his son to come cut him out.
It's hard to wound a deer if you don't see any. You know what I mean? You don't wound no deer at all if you don't see a deer.
Yeah, how many times you been out this year?
0 and 0 deer were wounded.
That's a first.
Yeah, I know. I usually hunt a lot before now.
It's still early for him though.
There's no deer. hurt
There's
in
no
this commercial.
professional hunters on this podcast. We do kill a lot of deer, though, but we're not professionals. Some of our shot placements are not quite proper, but they do die.
Old age sometimes.
Yeah, we can
Heart
run them
attack.
down.
It's not that I have a heart attack. This gets scared too bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Scare
Look,
the
they
shit out
smell
of
us
them
and they
with
just
15 rounds
flip over
coming
and
at 'em.
die.
All right, so this is probably coming to the conclusion of this episode. We hope everybody's getting a little feel for our two new compadres here, Big Mike and Little Mike. And with that, I think we'll see us all on the next trip around. Be good.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Adios, mijo.
See ya.
Bye.